What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about that leaked Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League picture. Now, I'm not going to show it for just safety's sake of the channel. Warner Bros. Normally does not like these things kind of floating around. Now, it's kind of become too big to contain for them, I think, so I don't know if they'll go after, Twitter accounts and all that stuff that are showing the picture, but again, for just safety's sake, I'm not going to show it here. If you want to see it, just type it in. You'll find it on Twitter, on Reddit. You'll find it for sure. But I want to talk about a couple different aspects of it. Well, number one, Video Game Chronicle did come out today to confirm it. So and that's, I guess, if you want to believe them, I think when they do stuff like that, they are pretty trustworthy. I guess the reason I bring that in is because when this was floating around yesterday, there was probably a split belief of, if it's real or if it's fake. And part of the reason why some people thought it was fake is it's incredibly close to Call of Duty. It's almost as if they just put a Suicide Squad skin over Call of Duty and called it a day. And so, again, kind of confirmed that this picture is not fake. It is actually real. So they probably are going for a Call of Duty-like model in terms of how things are placed, how things visually look, right? Which I guess I'm not really that upset about, considering, why wouldn't you copy, one of the biggest ones to do it? But there's a couple things that stood out to people that are making people very, very nervous. Again, Video Game Chronicle cleared some of it up. Actually, I think maybe they took out all of the points. So one of the points, obviously, is at the top, and this is of the fictional picture that you're not looking at right now, but at the top, one of the tabs is a battle pass. So this game will have a battle pass, so it's going to have that kind of model built in. So here, a couple things to say with that. Number one, it's not shocking. Like, there were people, I think, legitimately shocked yesterday, which is odd because we kind of have known this game is going to have live service elements, just kind of built in. There's job hires dating back years ago to people that are good at games as a service, like things that Rocksteady brought in. So I do think this game is going to have it. Now, they've never outright confirmed and said out loud that this will be a live service game. They've never said it. But I do believe it's going to be like Gotham Knights in the sense, probably actually more, where I think both of them had it in, and then Avengers scared them off. Now, while Gotham Knights, I fully believe this, and I think the evidence is kind of clear when looking at that game. I think Gotham Knights had live service elements built in with the currencies and the enemies, the crimes, right, random crimes, and then Avengers came out, they got scared, and they pulled that stuff completely out, making the game kind of feel weird because it feels like a live service game, but it's not actually. Suicide Squad, I think they revamped it, retooled it, but I don't think they pulled the entire thing out. I think some of it is still in there because I do think Suicide Squad, the idea with it is to last long term, is to last beyond when it just comes out. That's an opinion, I guess, for now, and we'll see what happens in the future. But a battle pass. Now, Video Game Chronicle came out and said the battle pass is basically just cosmetics, so you don't have to worry about additional things past that, which is good. And honestly, battle passes probably should just be that, right? I guess the reason why it's so scary is because we've seen it be done so wrong in the past. We've seen, I guess, publishers, developers take advantage of people in the past with battle passes. It's not inherently a negative thing, right? I've seen people say that too, right? Being a live service game is not inherently an evil, awful thing. You can do it right, but can it be done wrong? Yes, and as the industry shifts to that model, which, clearly it has, you're going to see more and more of failures of it because you're going to have people that are doing it for the wrong reasons, putting it inside games that don't need it, et cetera, et cetera. So, I guess it's solid news that it's cosmetics. I wonder if that takes away some of the fear from, the people that were really I'm not thrilled about it, right? Having a battle pass does not make me all that excited. But at the same time, something that's very important to say, again, coming from a guy who's covered this game since it was announced, I'm still excited for it. I'm going to give it a chance. I'm going to play it day one. Like, this is not me saying, well, Battle Pass means boycott, right? Like, I'm done. It doesn't mean that. It's just something to keep in mind, right? So you have that. I really say the other issue with it is all the numbers, right? So the leveling, the currencies. I believe there are 6 currencies in the picture. So that again also screams Gotham Knight, and that's another reason why I do think Gotham Knights was planned to be more than it was. When you have all these currencies that really do nothing to the game, right? They have their names, you get them from doing specific things throughout the game, but you can't name me the currencies in these games, right? And that's because they're not really built for that. They're built for currencies to buy things and basically the in-game shop and all that stuff. So that's, I guess combined with the battle pass, that's something else. I guess maybe it's, and this actually didn't happen to me, but I assume it scared people into believing that you pay for your character to get good, right? To get powerful. I just don't love seeing multiple currencies being popped up. Like that's my issue. But Video Game Chronicle went on to say for that as well, that you're not going to start off like as a deadbeat, right? You're going to start off pretty strong, and you're going to be able to get to like Batman Arkham Knight strong, like how strong he was in that game. So, again, for me, I wasn't really worried that you would start at absolutely nothing and those currencies are the way that you get powerful. I'm sure they have something to do with it, but it doesn't seem like, right, that's going to happen. You're going to start pretty fine, and you're going to end very, very powerful, which is good. So, look, at the end of the day, and I feel it's important to say this, I want this game to succeed. At this point, I suppose, if there are these live service element, kind of things in this game, I hope they're done as well as they can to not take away from what the strength of Rocksteady is, which is not that, right? Rocksteady is strong at a lot of things, and I hope that the game focuses on all of those. And if you want to have, to make your money, not just at launch, but for the next year and a half afterwards, right? If that's the goal, I hope that's done well and not predatory. And it's also kind of separate from, a little bit removed from the game itself so that the game itself can breathe. And I guess that's what I hope for all these games, but Suicide Squad obviously included. I want this game to be good. And I only say that because I just imagine people, in the comments, like I'm trying to pick a fight with the game or something. I'm really not. I just want the game to be good. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure you guys are subscribed, bell icon turned on, and I hope to see you all on the next one.